Ladies and gentlemen, today we are doing another one of these three-part series, let's just say. This time it's something different. So instead of doing Thor's hammer, I kind of got an idea. So you know Marvel Zombies, the shitty what if scenario about like what if it's actually a great comic book. Let me just say, it's one of my favorite comics. Anyway, enough waffling. Um, so in that story, there's this virus that goes on to heroes or villains, and whatever the zombie has, let's say for example, if it was a Thanos zombie, then they can use whatever they have at their will. So basically, for example, in the What If thing, Scarlet Witch was a zombie and she used her reality manipulation to kill people and to eat people. So yeah, it's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous virus, let's just say. Like literally it's a very dangerous virus. Like if the virus was being transmitted to heroes, let's just say Thor was a fucking zombie, then he'd be using his hammer to kill people. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Okay, so instead of doing Marvel zombies who would survive in Marvel, I want to do that but in JoJo. Now, there is a few JoJo characters in the actual canon that can actually produce zombies, like obviously the Stone Mask. But not just that, a stand can now also do that as well. And that stand belongs to Blue Hawaii from Part 8. We all know that, and we all love that stand because he created zombies. But the thing is, he can control the zombies, basically, and basically it's like an infectious disease that can do that. However, we're just going to have a virus that literally infects everything. So like it can bite a stand as well. So I'm going to say it can bite a stand, it can touch a stand, it can turn anyone who has a stand into a zombie. So even if they use their stands a little bit, they can still bite the stand a little bit because, like, man, obviously, of course. Let's just say the zombies can see the stands anyway. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that won't matter anyway because literally, some of these stands are very hard to hit anyway. So, but let's just say they could. But anyway, so I'm gonna say instead of right, so I'm gonna say who's gonna survive, who's possibly gonna survive, and who's not going to survive. And I'm gonna put their danger level. Like if they cannot survive, I'm gonna give them a danger level up to 10. So like let's say for example, if I say Joseph's not gonna survive, and I'm gonna put him at a danger level of 2, that means he is not going to be the biggest threat of them all. You get what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Because you see, these zombies are uncontrollable. Like they'll use 100% of their power just to kill you. That like Thanos is using this Thanos zombie is using 100% of his like gauntlet just to kill people, which is so literally broken as fuck. So yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Part one. Oh god. We haven't even got through the damn fucking parts. Okay, Jonathan Gilstad. I don't think he's gonna survive. I'm just gonna say that. Like, right. Even if I apply the Hammond thing, saying that, like, well, he dealt with zombies before. Like, yeah. I'm just gonna say that, like, Hammond can deal significant amount of damage to these zombies, but let's just say, like, I don't think so because like if we get characters that are going to get bitten and get infected that have stands, I think he's not going to survive even with Harmon. I think he could potentially survive though, because he has done it before. He has proper experience with with zombies. But let's just say, yeah, he could kill the zombies with Harmon. However, let's just say a Stan user, which I'm going to go in when I go further into this, who have not survived, I don't think he's going to fight off people who have stands. But still, it's that classic debate: Harmon versus stands. I don't care. I just honestly think I don't think he can survive if someone has is a zombie and he has a deadly ability and they're going 100%. But I'm going to say possibly he could survive for like at least a week or a couple of days or something like that. So I'm going to say he's possibly going to survive. Will Sapelli? I mean, yes and no. Same thing with Jonathan. He has some experience with killing zombies, but again, same with the stands. Like, I don't think. I'm going to say possibly. Okay, Dio Brando, the part one. I think no, because he almost actually got turned into a zombie. Funny enough, in the first one, he almost got turned into a zombie, but then he actually didn't. But let's just say if he did, I think he will be eventually become a zombie. But I'm gonna say he won't because the reason why is because I think he can survive. Because the thing is, he can make minions of the survivors and could potentially ward off the zombies and have protection. However, the issue with that is that eventually those minions are going to be zombies and he cannot defend himself because literally, yes, he has ice and he has like ice powers and he has like fucking laser eyes. However, I feel like they're going to overcrowd him and I feel like they're going to pile up on him and just fucking eat him. And I think he's going to turn into a zombie. So I think he's not going to survive, and the threat level of him would be fucking two. I think the I think he won't be a good. I think he won't be a threat if there was a stand user or something like that, or something like that. Like, let's say, for example, if Jonathan does survive and he sees Zombie Dio, I think he has no problem just killing Zombie Dio. I think out of all these people, I don't think they'll worry about Zombie Dio Brando from part one. Robert O. Speedwagon. I mean, he can he can protect himself very welly, but since he doesn't have any special abilities, he doesn't have Harmon, he doesn't have like any of this. I think he's just going to become a zombie eventually, and his threat level is probably going to be like zero because literally he's just a human. Like, he's just literally a human, and he can just basically be killed by any stand user who's a survivor. Oh, here we go again. But I think you know what Joseph can statistically, like he can use strategy more than Jonathan does. He uses strategies and he cheats all the time. But I feel like he cannot make more mistakes. Like he often makes mistakes and he often is goofy. So I think that goofiness and that silliness will eventually be his end. So I think he's gonna die. And his threat level is probably gonna be like a three at most. At three at most. And that's being generous. Because like literally all these stand users are literally have more powerful than him and then could kill them. But let's just say Joseph did had Power Purple, that'll just give it just him a four. But that won't give him anything. Like literally people will just kill him instantly. Caesar. I think I think he could survive. And here's the reason why is because he's very resilient and he's very like quick-handed and he's also like very quick movement though. Like and also he can use his bubbles and also like he can like use the bubbles to redirect sunlight towards the zombies if there was a virus. However, eventually he would definitely die since like if I do put stand users into that, like if the zombies can take over stand users and can use the stands and to kill people, I think he's not going to survive. But I would like to say he could potentially survive, and I think he could potentially become a survivor. I think he has the most amount of potential to be a survivor. Um, yeah, Wamu. I think so. Yeah, because he has like a lot of move sets, and he's very quick. Like Pillar Men are very quick-handed, so they're very quick and they're very like movement orientated. Like, they're very like quick. They can move up places very quickly. And I think they won't get into that. I don't think they will ever slow down anyway. And also they have done this before, like before Wamu died in the in the anime or in the manga, he killed the minions of the undead. So basically, he does have experience of killing people who are undead. So I'm gonna say he's gonna survive. Car's definitely gonna survive. Even if he didn't have ultimate life form, I think he's gonna survive anyway. And even if he did have ultimate life form, if he became a zombie and he had ultimate life form, that danger level will be like 10. That danger level will be like 10. But I don't think he's ever going to get bitten as Ultimate Life Form because he can have wings, he can run away, he can fucking fly away. He can also fucking kill people as quickly as possible. Like he can use nature against them as well. Like so, I don't think he's ever going to be turned into a zombie. But let's just say if he did turn into a zombie, he'd be a threat level 10 because of the Ultimate Life Form kind of thing. ACDC, I think he's going to survive. And here's the reason why is simply because since he's a pillar man, he's very quick orientated. As I said to you before, they're very quick orientated. But using his abilities, the veins like being hotter than the sun, I think he can kill someone, at least kill a few zombies with that. And he has like multiple tentacles, so you can probably kill like at least 10 zombies with that and like defend himself. So I think he's going to survive. Jojo Kujo, he's going to survive. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, he has stop time. Let's just say that. Let me just begin with that as well. He just has stop time, and also he has experience with this. Enya, the hag, has also like tried to do like a zombie kind of thing. Like these villagers are full of zombies, and one hit will make you get controlled by Enya. So he kind of did like punch all of them at once. So like even if they did pile up on him, like he just like basically broke all of them. Like so like none of them even touched him. So like yeah, I don't think Jotaro's ever gonna be able to fucking. I don't think Jotaro's gonna fucking fail. Yeah, I don't think Jotaro's gonna fucking die. Kakyoin, no. Since he has like multiple tendrils and he can also swing along stuff as well, and he can kill a bunch of people, all that stuff. I don't think I don't think he'd be able to ever die. And also he can also possess people as well. Well, he doesn't use it, but I say in this though if there was a zombie apocalypse, he could use it potentially to stir away some zombies. But I think he's gonna survive because he has a lot of moveset to wrap people around, and also not just that, he can also set up traps as well. So like he could be the trap maker basically, and he can survive off. Not like he could just survive. Abdul definitely gonna fucking die. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All he has for moveset is probably gonna be like what making the room hotter and fucking punching a little bit. Great, lovely. And and Magician's Red Speed is not really that good, so I don't think he's ever going to survive. I think if he gets overcrowded, he's just going to die. And his threat level would be probably be like a 5 at most. Because like let's say like Kakaween and Jotaro and Caesar are the ones that survived. They have like they'll have no problem killing Kakaween zombie because Kakaween no they have no problem killing Abdul zombie because Kakaween can just wrap him around, can use one of his traps, wrap him around, and just kill him. Like it'd be that simple because literally, Magician's Red's range is quite small. Iggy, oh, this is a good one. I don't think so because you see, Iggy is a very smart dog and he can fucking run around and like jump around. And he can also glide as well. Not just that, like he can glide. He can offer some people help with gliding across like planes of existence. So I don't think he's ever going to die. But also the zombies do have to try to like scratch him or try to at least like do something to like the zombies have to scratch or like just bite them. Like it just it's like the Walking Dead thing. If they scratch you, you turn into a zombie. But anyway, I don't think Iggy's ever going to get infected anymore. I don't think he's ever going to get infected since he's very small, nimble, fast, quick, and he also has sand manipulation, so he can build the defense thing, which he did. Mariah, I think she could possibly survive, and she can actually fucking be a great survivor. Like she can actually do some great. But there's only one issue, and I think you all know that, is that she relies too much on her stand. So let's just say she just like made a plug, and the zombie steps on it. That one zombie gets magnetized, and like a car comes by and goes, "Meow," and she has to make another, electricity thing. And I think if she was like against a horde, I don't think she'll survive. So I'm gonna say no, she's not gonna survive. Like if a horde comes and kills her, I think she would not survive. I don't think she'll ever. And her threat level will be probably like, oh, I think her threat level would be good. It would be high, quite high. It'd be like probably a 6 or 7 at most. But still, like if Kakaween can just like literally wrap her around and just kill her, I think they'll have a good time of just killing Mariah Zombie. Like I don't think Jotaro, Caesar, and Kakaween would have a rough like a hard time, or Iggy would have a hard time killing her. Old Joseph. Now this Joseph kind of does have a little bit of experience on his hands, but still he's not going to be able to survive since well, he could potentially survive because the reason why is like he can swing around and all that shit. But I'm just gonna say potential, but I'm gonna say most likely he's gonna die in like the next few days because like literally he's an old man and he's gonna die of like sickness or some shit like that. I don't think he's gonna survive that long, but still there's potential that he could survive for a long period of time, but still I don't think so. Um, Polnareff. I think he has experience. I think he has the most amount of experience with the stand. And I think he'd be using the fast stand a bit more, like the armor off a bit more than armor on. I don't think he'd be throwing his thing quite fast. I think he could potentially survive. I'm gonna say he's gonna survive because I think he has no trouble of like positioning himself a bit more further away because he's done that before. I think he can handle himself very well. I think he can also like kill a bunch of zombies in the head. Like he could just stab them in the head. So yeah, I think he has the most potential to be like a survivor. And I don't think he'll ever probably die to other like he could like potentially survive from other stand user zombies. And I'm gonna mention some of them when I'm gonna mention them. Whole horse, I mean, yeah, he's gonna survive because his stand actually has infinite bullets. Not gonna lie with you. That's what literally it has. Emperor has infinite amount of bullets, but he can also control all those bullets as well, not just that. But let's just say if he does shoot the gun, there's a horde. I think he's not going to be able to fucking survive that long because since he has to like shoot a bunch of times, like he has to go boom, 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 boom to try to kill all of them, and I think they're going to overcrowd him. Even if like he like controlled all the bullets to headshot all of them, I think there's going to be zombies coming up behind him, coming up beside him, and I feel like there's no way of him like evading that. Like at least with like Paul Narf, they can evade that. Or like Jotaro, they have already done that before, like with overcrowding. Like, like as I said, Enya put a bunch of like zombie like fog kind of people just to like try to kill him, but it didn't work because Star Platinum has super speed, kind of bit like a little bit of super speed, enhanced speed, and also he has stop time anyway, so like he can just go like Zawaldo and just kill all of them or just like run away. And like Kakyoin, as I said to you before, he can have multiple tendrils, so he can't just like have one. So he can just have multiple and just like trap all of them and just kill all of them at once. And like Polnareff can evade, but Whole Horse cannot evade. So I'm gonna say he's not gonna survive. And his threat level probably be a 4 at best. Because the reason why is because I don't think even if he was a stand user zombie and he controls his bullets as well, like they don't really do that much. Like guns in the JoJo universe are pretty much weak and useless, so there's like literally no problem that Paul Narf will just kill a whole horse zombie. No problem. Pet Shop. Oh, I think he can survive because obviously he can fly first of all. And not just that, he can make ice. And also, in the anime, the ice can like grow and can like form around all the zombies and kill all of them. So he's definitely gonna survive. Vanilla Ice, he's gonna survive. Like literally, he will just basically go into his stand, erase all those zombies just like that. Just like that. He could be potentially the cure, basically. Just go gone. But if he was a zombie, fuck, his danger level would be like 10 because literally the zombie doesn't need the blindness thing because he can just like the zombies can sniff as well, so like basically can know where the person is. And they're already are blind. The zombies are already blind, so yeah, so they'll have no issues of trying to find someone if Vanilla Ice became a zombie. Like his threat level be 10. Dio, I'm gonna say he's gonna get bitten. Let me just say he's one of the most cockiest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life. So like to the point where he'll just say the world though. Now the reason why he says the world though is because simply because he has too much pride. Like he literally doesn't need to say the world though just for it to stop time because he done that. He like literally a shotgun was pointed to him and literally he stopped time without saying the world. Literally, the whole thing about him have to say the world is just literally not a weakness of him, but it's just like literally his pride, just like saying, you know what, I'm just gonna give Jotaro a chance here and just say like, look, I have stopped time, bitch. I could just say the world though if I wanted to or not. You get what I mean? So I think Dio's gonna get bin because literally he could just get the world. Great, and he gets turned into a zombie very quickly. And his threat level would be an 8. He'd be like Thanos. He'd be like literally the world's hardest zombie to kill. Like, he can potentially kill Eggy, Kakyoin, Polnareff, all the survivors that I've listed, except for Jotaro. I think Jotaro, since he can stop time as well, I think he'll stop time and fight Zombie. Dio Zombie, and I think he can kill Dio Zombie. Ah, fuck's sake. Whew. Okay, part 4. Josuke Higashida. Now, think, I think he's gonna survive. Well, I say most likely, yeah, I think he's gonna survive. Yeah, I think he's gonna survive because he can break shit and he can just like go into the walls and then refix it again. And also not just that, like he could just make all the zombies, like he could just break all the floors and just make the floor trap all the zombies in them, and the zombies cannot do shit. Literally, Josuke is literally one of the best people to trap like zombies in. So even if he was overcrowded, he could just break the floor and just create a fucking shield around them, and also like break the floor and make all the zombies like embedded into the floor, and all he needs to do is just step over them and just like not get bitten or not get scratched. I think he has the most. I think he could. I could think he could survive. Okuyasu, no. No. Because we all know Okuyasu is not the brightest tool in the shed. And his danger level be 9. I'm not gonna lie with you, his danger level be 9. Because zombie Okuyasu won't hold back. He will not hold back. And he'll just erase anyone who comes in his way. So his threat levels be 9. Why is his threat level not 10? Because potentially, since I said to you before, Joro can stop time and kill Okuyasu zombie. So, but he can kill mostly all the other survivors. But if he was having a fight with Jotaro, no, so like he is a like a higher threat than the most zombies, but I wouldn't say he would survive mostly if he was like fighting Jotaro since that's tough time. Okay, Rohan. I think he's gonna die. Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah, definitely. Because the reason why is simply because Heaven's Door only affects one, not multiple people. Like as you've seen with the anime and manga, like even when Okuyasu and Koichi went into the door, they were handled one by one, and like Okuyasu was handled one on one, and Josuke was handled one on one. But he can do multiple amount of people. Like he can do one. Like he can do multiple people, but he has to do it like he has to show them. Like he has to like hit them all. So like there's like a cooldown. Like he has to hit them, make their face into a book, and that's it. And even if he can make all like most of them into a book, he cannot control them because zombies are uncontrollable. We all know that. Like literally, it's not about their mindset or like even if Rohan says do not bite Rohan Kishibe, it's not gonna work because literally the zombie will just go and just still go after him. So he's gonna die, and his threat level will be 10. Rohan as a fucking zombie be 10. Well, unless you're like Josuke and you have unbridled rage, or Jotaro Kujo that has stopped time, I think they will be able to work together, Jotaro and Josuke, to kill Rohan. So as a zombie, Koichi, I think he can survive. Yeah, like since he has like multiple acts as well, like he can not just use one or two, or he cannot just use one act, but he can use act one. Like act one can like place traps down and all that stuff. Act two can just like uh do that as well. Like he can place sound down or something like that, whatever. And all that shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with Act One and Act Two. So like he can make like a bouncy thing with Act Two, I think, or was it Act One? I don't know. They're literally the same thing, so you gotta forgive me for that. They're kind of the same thing. So yeah, like he can use a bounce to bounce, and he can place traps down to like make them go on fire or some shit like that. Like yeah, so he doesn't have to use Act 3 and use Act 3 free freeze because he can use bounce and he can like maneuver around himself. And since he's a reliable guy, I think he can I think he can survive. Yeah, definitely. Yoka? No, she's not gonna survive. Let me tell you why. Because yeah, let's say if she can manipulate her hair to just attack multiple zombies, literally she's gonna get overcrowded and she's just gonna get like bitten. And her threat level is probably gonna be like a 4, and that's being honest with you. Because literally, as I said to you before, as I said to you before, stop time. Or Polnareff can just cut off her hair, and Kakyoin just can just like use traps on her. Koichi use traps. Josuke can just use the Deadeye thing and just go and kill her. Headshot. Jotaro, I cannot count because since it's the same. Akira, definitely gonna lose. Let me tell you why. Yeah, he can use a long range stand, but that's not gonna matter because literally, let's say if he gets overcrowded, he can have a lot of speed. Yeah, like Red Hot Chili Pepper can have a lot of speed, but that's if he can get a lot of charge. Let's say if he has a car battery next to him and he charges, and he goes charge, and he kills like a few of them because like his energy is limited, and also not just that. Once his energy kind of depletes, Red Hot Chili Pepper becomes more slower, and if Red Hot Chili Pepper goes slow, the zombie can just grab the fucking stand and just bite it, and just that's it. Literally, I don't think he's gonna survive. His threat level be 0 because the reason why, because let's say even if the zombie knew about the charge and like can charge himself and use the guitar to use Red Hot Chili Peppers, they'll have no issues. Like Josuke, Koichi, all these people will have no issues of killing Akira, since if you kill the stand, you can kill the stand user. So basically, even if he becomes a zombie, you can just kill him and just there you go, done. Literally kill his stand and that'll be done. Harvest? I mean, yes and no. I'm just gonna say possibly. He's gonna possibly live because he can create a bunch of colony stands around him and just like defend himself and like maneuver himself around. So he could potentially survive. I'm gonna say he's gonna have a lot of potential to survive, but even if he becomes a zombie, his threat level would be zero. So yeah, I would say literally he's gonna survive. Yeah. Oh, here comes the best part. Kira. Now Kira has a lot of abilities. He has sheer heart attack. We all know that. Which is unkillable, but detects heat signatures and explodes. Now, I'm gonna say he's gonna not survive, and here's the reason why. Okay, Kira has short range stand user. He's a short range stand user, which is a D tier. He can only apply one bomb at a time. Now that's crucial. That's crucial to know because he can only apply one bomb to one zombie. Let's say we got overcrowded. One bomb to one zombie, and he detonated it. Once he detonates it, only that one zombie he applied that bomb to will explode because his bombs work like only one person can get destroyed. However, let's just say if we put bites of dust into the equation and apply a loop of some kind, even if there was a loop, he will still get bent. Because, like, let's say, for example, he goes bites of dust up and explodes like one zombie. Or let's say if he explodes all the zombies, yeah, he can explode all the zombies, but that one zombie is just gonna go like even if like uh he goes back in time a little bit, like before he encounters a horde and they all just explode, then there's still gonna be more zombies. Like because like literally this is a zombie apocalypse. And also not just that as well. Let's just say even if there was like what like even if the time going backwards, if he rewinded to the point when they're overcrowding him, one zombie, even if he was going to explode, he can just scratch the back of Kira and just become a zombie. So I'm just gonna say no. He's gonna become a zombie most likely, and his threat level would be probably be like. Ooh, I'm gonna say a two because the reason why is well, you know what? Even if no, actually, that's actually a good idea. No, actually, a six because of sheer heart attack alone. But still, Josuke already proves himself to be able to counteract sheer heart attack and counter Kira. So even if zombie Kira was getting the upper hand, I think Josuke has no problem just killing Kira's zombie Kira. Giorno Gio. Oh my fucking god! I just realized he could potentially be the cure. Now let me tell you something why. Because he can give life into anything. Like his stand can give life into anything. He could potentially become the cure. He could potentially be the cure. I just realized that he could potentially be the cure to the zombie apocalypse because obviously, of course, since he got purple haze toxins into him and he cured that, there's no doubt he will cure the fucking zombie apocalypse. So I think he's going to be like the cure for the zombie apocalypse. Now, the cure for the zombie apocalypse could be that, like Journal. I think he could be potentially the cure. So that be he be the survivor. He be the survivor who is immune to this like virus and could potentially save the world. And that's the story. Like literally Giorno is the one and only savior, so he could potentially save the world. Bruno, yeah, he's gonna survive because he can go into zippers and he can also like unzip like a bunch of people's bodies. Like he can just like punch a zombie's legs and they can just shoom. And also even if like he got overcrowded, he can just go zip into the zipper, unzip, and then just teleport somewhere else. Like man, he is literally cannot be killed. But like he cannot be like turned into a zombie. Like I think he will not be turned into a zombie because of that zipper thing. Because he can just go into the zipper and just like come out anytime he wants. And yeah, so I think he's gonna potentially survive. I think he will survive. No. He's gonna get overcrowded way too fast, and also not just that as well. He only has 6 bullets as well. Like Whole Horse, yeah, has infinite bullets, but at least like Mista has only 6 bullets because of course, like we all know, he can only use a revolver. But even if like six pistols, just fucking just kick the bullets through all the zombies' heads. Like there's gonna be still zombies going towards Mista and overcrowd him and just kill him. And even if he gets like 4 bullets, like like unlucky number, I think he's just gonna die. He's just gonna die no matter what. And his threat level will be 0. Let's just say that first. First of all, it'd be 0 because of course zombies. Well, let's say for example he can reload. Even if he can reload the gun and knows how to reload the gun, I don't think Zombie Mister will be a fucking danger. He'd be 0. Like there'd be no problem that Bruno, Jotaro, Josuke, everyone can probably defeat him in like no bother. Narancia, I mean, she can. No, he can defend. Sorry, he can defend himself. Like he can use the propeller blades to kill a few zombies that are in front of his way, but still, like, I don't think he will survive for much longer. Like, he can use bombs, he can use guns, but at the end of the day, he has a long range stand, and literally, he will get overcrowded and just get bitten. So I think he's gonna get bitten and his danger level be 6 because literally he has the most potential to kill a lot of these stand users, but I don't think so. I don't think like Bruno or like any of those people have an issue with killing the Rancha, but just know that if they were just on a one-on-one fight, I think they will have some issues, but still. Fugo. Oh, no, he'll have 0 issues. Man, he just needs to pop down 1 capsules and the whole fucking zombies just be killed in like 30 seconds. Well, it'd be quicker because since they're already rotting, but still. Like, Purple Haze melts everything. And also, he has the most amount of maneuvers than any other of the gang as well. Like, he can maneuver himself away. He can jump very high as well. I think he can just like jump very high to a roof and just go, pfft, and then the gas just spreads and just kills all the zombies. But the thing is, even if that is possible, I think he still be a zombie because, like, let's say, for example, I'll just say, like, let's just say he just punches everyone and he just goes, like, I think he'll sacrifice himself. I think he'll just, like, be punching around trying to kill all the zombies and not trying to kill himself with the capsule because, like, the capsule can kill him as well. So I think he will go like this: Journal, you are the savior, and take all the capsules, put them in his mouth, and just go, and then like an explosion of purple haze just kills all the zombies and himself. So even if becomes a zombie, he be a threat level 9. Not gonna lie with you, because of the gas, but still, I think he'll sacrifice his life though. What if like if he sees that he's gonna bet the turn? I think he's just gonna get a capsule and kill himself. Trish, not gonna. I'm just gonna say no because literally, even if she like had rubber to like even if she made the ground all rubber around her, literally, it's not gonna do shit because literally, it can go down afterwards after a while. And even if I think she has maneuver as well, like she can use the ground to jump very high. However, all it takes is just a zombie crowd just to topple over and just bite her. That's how easy it is to kill her. And I think yeah, she'll just be easily turned into a zombie. And I think her threat level will be like I5 because like at least look, none of the like they'll have no issues trying to kill her. Prosciutto and Pesci, we're just gonna say the both of them. Pesci not gonna survive. Prosciutto. Now, here's the thing: if Giorno doesn't, if Giorno dies, Prosciutto will then do a plan B. Prosciutto's plan B because the reason why is because Prosciutto already does that. Like prosciutto emits a gas that makes everyone turn old, and unless you have like ice, you're not gonna survive. However, I think prosciutto's gonna survive, and I think he's gonna be acting like a plan B. Like if Giorno dies, then prosciutto will just go like, you know what, plan B. Everyone it gets turned old, and everyone just dies except for me, and then literally every single person dies. Like every single zombie, every person dies because literally they'll turn old rapidly and they'll just like turn into dust. Because they literally zombies will just turn into dust after a couple of years. Yeah. Gacho, I think he'll survive since he has a suit of armor as well. And also his ice as well is very dangerous as well. I think he will survive the most as well. I think he'll survive. There's no issues of him surviving. Even if a zombie like actually cracks the suit, I don't think he'll have any issues of surviving because his ice abilities. Diablo, oh, fuck. I think he will survive because, like, let's say for example, if he gets overcrowded, he can just go King of Crimson and just go like this, boom, and just like walk past him and just that's it. Literally, that's all he'll do. And I don't think he'll ever get hurt as well because, like, I don't think he'll ever get bitten as well. So, and I think he's just gonna be like every man for himself. So I don't think he's ever gonna be dead anytime soon. Jolene, Jolene's gonna survive. Jolene's gonna survive. Obviously, she's like Kakyoin. Like she can trap multiple people, and also like she can like swing around as well. And also she has that Morbius thing. I don't think she could be able. I think she'll survive, man. And she can like rapidly punch things. Like she can also like she can get like 1,000 tennis balls as well to appear out of nowhere and just kill every zombie there. I think she's not going to survive, and here's the reason why. She can only make two fists out of her thing. She could duplicate her fists and all that stuff. But even if she duplicated an object and like went behind the zombies and just like duplicated that object to like follow her, it's only going to kill a few zombies. And I think if she was getting overcrowded, I don't think she'll survive. And her threat level will be like 2 because literally they'll have no issues trying to kill armies because literally the double like the thing about the kiss thing is just literally there's no way there's like literally no issue now. Foo Fighters. She has mobility, but she constantly needs water and she constantly needs like water and all that stuff. But I think she could survive potentially. But I think even if she got bit, I don't think she's gonna get infected because since she's just a bunch of plankton. But let's just say she would get infected, I think she'll not survive. So I think she'll not survive, and her threat level will be like zero because literally, if the zombie virus does take effect to 1,000 planktons, even if that is possible, all she needs to do is not get water. Like literally, she's out in the open and she's not going to get water, and literally she'll just die. Literally, that's what will happen. That's what happened before Jolene saved her. Hold on, I need to take a breather. Sorry, few minutes. Whew. You know what? That's part one. You know what? That's just part one. Oh, I'm just gonna take a wee break. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, okay. This is just part one. I'll just do part two later on. we're at we're at Anasui, so yeah. So, whew.